The different steps in the process of selling to the restaurants.
Oh my gosh.
So many.
So we use T&E Meats in Harrisonburg, Joe Cloud, and so I have monthly appointments with them for butchering. It's a really long haul for us. It's like 3.5 hours one way over the mountain. We typically haul anywhere between 3 and 6 animals a month, depending upon my sales. Usually I end up hauling cattle for butcher that I don't have sold yet because it's really hard to pin a chef down. And even though he wants to buy, they don't seem to totally understand the scheduling process. Because like all my beef for October and November is already sold. I guess the best way to describe it is it's not as easy as ordering Monday and getting it Wednesday.
Yeah.
You know, for me to supply your restaurant with a half cow every 2 weeks, I need, you know, a lot of notice. I'm forecasting constantly into the future in order to make sure that I have enough cattle that are at T&E to meet the demands of the different restaurants. So like we hauled last week. When we hauled, I didn't have them all sold, but I had feelers out to everybody. And you know, today's Monday, and they're all sold. And I wish I had taken more. Let's see, how do I break this down? So we hauled to T&E, and then I look at my client base and choose where the prime goes. I'll have that animal butchered first, and then the animals that might have graded a little lower, I'll let those dry age longer so that they still have great flavor. I have to schedule out after they're slaughtered, when are they going to be butchered, when are they going to be cut and packaged. So like this week I have to send in all my cut sheets so that guys at T&E can know what they're cutting when and who it goes to, and is it going to be packaged as fresh product or frozen product. And then we use a delivery service, Shenandoah Foods, out of the valley. So then I have to coordinate with the delivery service. You're picking up this fresh product this day for this client, this frozen product, blah, blah, blah. They have delivery routes from Lynchburg to Charlottesville, Richmond, Fredericksburg, and then up to DC. And so we have a refrigerated trailer. And for any deliveries that are local, I'll meet their truck and we'll hand off. And then we have a freezer trailer, a walk-in freezer in our shop. So then I can store the product here until it needs to go to wherever it's going. So logistically, it's like a ton of moving parts. And like right now, I need to call the state grader and have him come out to grade our cattle in the barn so we can pull what we're going to butcher in November before my November T&E appointment. I gotta remember to do that. I haven't called him yet. I forgot this morning. So it's like a lot of little, like logistically, it's a ton of moving parts. And that's just for, you know, getting the beef where it is. We feed either corn or alfalfa silage, so we've always got to have feed. We do a custom ground feed mix with corn and barley and a little bit of mineral, so we've always got to have mineral. We've got about 50 head of cattle in our finishing barn right now, and then we've got another 50 or so outside. So we're constantly looking to make sure, okay, am I going to have enough cattle to finish in November, December, January? Okay, by January the barn, everything will be sold. Now what have I got outside coming up? And now I need to be shopping for my next group of calves. You know, so it's a constant. There's like all process, these little moving points, and if you miss a step, then you're like, oh, I don't have beef for your restaurant next week.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So you have to constantly be up to date and like ready for that.
Yes, and kind of know what you're looking, what's next, what's coming next.
When like you're selling direct to restaurants, what food safety procedures and like regulations that you have to follow specifically compared to like other?
Well, everything that we sell direct is USDA processed, and you know, obviously at T&E Meats, they have all of their health and safety they follow. And then our delivery service, all their trucks are refrigerated, so everything is kept below temperature, or at or below temperature, I guess I should say. And then, you know, we have the refrigerated trailer, So when I have to pick up the deliveries, we do the temperature control, and then we have the walk-in freezer on the farm. So everything is right where it needs to be at all times.
That makes sense. Is there any production differences for direct cells compared to the other products that you guys are selling?
Well, I guess, when we sell at the livestock yard, you drop off and you're done. When we're doing direct sales, it's a continuous. Are you gonna be able to make it up here? There's so much legwork, and then chefs want an invoice the second it's delivered.
Yeah.
So then they can lose it and forget to pay it, and then complain that they don't have the invoice that you've already sent them. So there's all this going on, and you're out in the field baling hay, and you've got a chef who needs his invoice. So there's a lot more legwork, I guess, involved with the direct sales.
Yeah. What is your most positive experiences with direct sales so far?
It's pretty spectacular when a 5-star resort says it's the best steak we've ever served. That's pretty exciting, and it's a real sense of pride for my dad. My dad is 74, and to go into a restaurant and have the steak, that's really nice. And we're finishing cattle at a very high quality because we're grass-fed, grain finished, and we're not forced to sell cattle before they're finished. This is Max. He's very pushy, so you might just have to tell Max to go away. We're fortunate that we don't sell the cattle as a lot. We're not selling 10 head at one time to empty a pen. We have the state grader come out to help us choose the cattle that have reached their max potential. He likes to say that he's sorting the cattle looking for whoever's most fancy, because he wants our beef to cut fancy.
What stops you from selling more direct?
I think just all of the legwork and the management. It's a lot. This year, I'm probably going to direct sell maybe 80 to 90 head. Everything else will have gone through the commodities market. And just logistically, it's a full-time job managing all that. Mm-hmm. And then when there's a problem,
it creates havoc.
It just creates havoc. Yeah, it kind of trickles down to everything you're doing.
What tips do you have for growers that when they enter direct sales that you wish you knew when you were entering?
I think it's important to not, like I said earlier, to not oversell, because you don't want to build a relationship and then not be able to deliver. So I think that's an important thing for new growers to consider. I think good management practices on the farm is really important. Getting an appointment at the slaughter facility and then being able to keep that appointment. A lot of farmers, I've been told, and I've seen some, don't plan ahead enough for loading the cattle the day of and making the trip. And we have reconfigured some of our pens and our loading area so that I can go by myself and load the cattle the day before and leave. And I'm not the day before, but the morning of. So we sort the cattle the night before, and then the next morning I can go load 1,500-pound steers by myself in 10 minutes, no problem. And we tried to set everything up so it was safe for the person doing it, and then to make it as low stress on the cattle as possible. And that's been huge. I wanted it to be safe for myself and for my father. I didn't realize what a big deal it was that we had never missed an appointment at T&E. And they're like, people miss all the time because they can't catch the cow. I'm like, catch it. I don't want to have to catch a 1,500-pound steer. I want him to be right where he's supposed to be, and then I want to be able to gently push him into the trailer, and then we're done. So that's something that apparently is very important.
Sounds good. Do you feel that direct sales have given you a better knowledge of your customers and the restaurants and connection with them?
Yes, it's definitely expanded my knowledge of the carcass and and where cuts are, and it's helped me understand more of the yield on the animals. And I'm working on developing my eye for sorting and grading, being able to see the end result really helps influence decisions you make on the front end. Because when you sell at the livestock yard, they're gone, and you never get any feedback on the quality. You never get to see a hanging carcass. They're just gone. And so being able to go to T&E and to see the carcasses and to understand, how our cattle are cutting, and then to be able to see other carcasses in the freezer, and well, this is 100% grass-fed. This is just 30 days of corn at the end. So all that has been really helpful for us to kind of pull our game up a little bit and have a better idea of what we're supplying, and to make sure that our quality stays good.
Yeah.
Stays high.
So you started how many years? About 6 years ago now?
We started the direct sales in 2010.
Okay. And in that time, has anything changed? Have you noticed anything change with direct sales?
I don't know if anything has changed. I think everybody's interested in it because it's so catchy and it's such a buzzword, and I'm farm to table and I've got local, yada yada yada. But then when it comes down to it, I can't get a box of ribeyes. I've talked to executive chefs at big restaurants at like the Marriott resorts who want to serve local beef, but then they're incredulous that they can't just buy a box of New York strips. Well, my cows don't come that way. I think I'm always impressed when I do find a creative chef at what they can do when they have a half cow. When they have the option and the flexibility to do something more. We've got one restaurant that takes the cap off the ribeye and he's making bacon. And it's like, oh, that's genius.
Have you tried it?
Oh yeah, yeah, it's really good. And my husband, we make beef bacon all the time. I think maybe it's trendy for people to say, but then not so trendy when it comes to the labor required.
What do you think is going to be the future of direct sales for the next 5-10 years?
I hope they just keep getting better and better, and I don't have to sell anything at the livestock yard.
Yeah.
I think as more people realize that there is a difference between the beef that kind of comes off the factory farms and what you can buy locally, I think that we'll get more customers. In addition to the restaurants and butcher shops, we sell freezer quarters to families, and I've kind of used that business to pick up any slack for my restaurant sales. So like if I lose a restaurant or if the chef says, oh, I can't take it this week, I'll take it in 2 weeks, then I can have what I have hanging cut in the quarters and sell that to families. We've got about 150 families that buy from us each year. He just checked on the groundhog. At least he didn't bring one back for us. That's probably a good thing. Oh, you've been swimming. Oh, he's dripping water.
It's been a good day.
Somebody's gonna get a bath. This is perfect. Indie dog.
Do you have any mentors or like people that you look at that do a good job selling direct that you kind of try to make an example?
I've sort of stalked around and looked at other price points just as a comparison, so I sort of know where we fall. I'd have to say I really haven't found any mentors in Virginia.
Yeah.
I take advantage of T&E Meats and any information they can share because, they've really kind of got their finger on what's going on in the valley, and so that's been helpful for us. There are not a lot of farms finishing cattle in this portion of the state, so there's maybe some in Maryland, but there aren't really a lot here, and hardly any that I know of that USDA process. So there really isn't anything locally. I participated in the NC Choices conferences down in North Carolina, the Carolina Meat Conference, and then they also did a Women in Meat, a smaller conference. I participated in that a couple of times, and that's been a really good kind of a venue for sharing of information. And that's where I found out about everybody storing all this meat on farm, because like the first year I went to the Women in Meat conference, I looked for the people that had beef and were doing direct sales, and then I kind of picked their brains as to what they were doing. And the big thing I came away with was, we don't want to be a meat locker. I can't insure 50 grand beef on the farm. But yeah, so I'm not going to say that there's like one person that's going to give mentor. We've just kind of been slowly figuring it out on our own.
Well, it seems like you guys are doing a really good job.
It's. I mean, we're very fortunate. It could be if I was a better marketer, better like get out there salesperson, I could sell more. But it's just not my personality, so it's really hard. We're fortunate that word of mouth really helps our sales quite a bit. And like we have a local grocery here in Colonial Beach. They're like a gourmet grocery, and then they have a little meat deli counter, and then they do sandwiches. They started serving our hamburgers, and so they've been great advertising with us. And the governor ate our steak. So it's very exciting.
Cool.
I guess my goal for the farm is for every animal that we finish to be direct sold, so that I don't have to take a loss. Part of the challenge is combining sort of the new process of direct sales with what my dad's done his whole life, because he's like, oh, you can't do that, you can't do that. I'm like, sure we can. We're gonna go try, and if it doesn't work, we'll figure it out, and we'll do it a different way.
So has he kind of gotten involved in it now, though, like a lot more? Or?
No, Dad, he's the daily feeder of everybody. He likes to go feed, and he does a lot of the field work. And then I pretty much handle all the beef sales and keep him in the loop as to this is what we're doing, this is what I need. For my husband and I coming to the farm, we've had to kind of sort of segregate duties. You know, you're going to take care of this, you're going to take care of that, I'll do that. And then, you know, we all help each other, but we kind of needed to set some roles, informal roles, to kind of help the transition.
When you went to North Carolina, were you not on the farm at all? Or?
Oh, no. I worked as a social worker, and then as an accountant at a municipality, and then I got a job in construction and actually traveled all over the country building natural gas pipelines. And my husband was a landscaper. So
complete switch up.
A big switch up. Yeah. My parents started doing some estate planning and trying to figure out, you know, where would the farm be in the next 50, 60 years. We kind of figured that the best way to keep the farm in the family was for somebody to come home and farm. So we drew straws. And then my other sister lives in Richmond, and she runs one of the restaurants that sell our beef.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, that's very good. So her restaurant is Lucy's. It's down in Jackson Ward, and the only beef they sell is ours. And they're a pretty small restaurant. They only seat, I think, 48 people, and they're eating about between 15 to 20 cows a year.
Wow.
So pretty proud of them and what they've done.
That's a big accomplishment.
It's really, my dad loves going to his daughter's restaurant and eating a steak. You know, that's even better. It's like icing